Hello everyone, it's Carl with Legendary Leatherwork. How are y'all? Okay, we're going to, sorry I'm not visual up here above, but I had to put my bracket in the right spot. Hopefully it's correct. Anyway, I've began the process of putting all of the attachments on, and I pre-did, let me see if I can find it. My friend helped me put on the plug to the light, so that's on and it works. I just don't have it plugged in because I've got to set it all up, and we only had one set of eyes at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this baby down in its spot. I've already got the washer and the nut on the wire. Just got to get it down in there to where it needs to be, like so. It's basically a real simple process. We've got to get the washer and the bolt on this side brought up to the machine or the light fixture, and then we will put the screw up in there. If I can get my fingers up behind up in there, trying to follow the path. Following, let's see if I can get it on this side. You're seeing the back of the machine. I did that so that we could view the back of it while we're working. Okay, see if I can get this screw in there even. Okay, there's that. Get that a little snug. I'll get my wrench on it in a little bit. Okay, light fixture is on for now. That is good. Next item, if I can get this really quick, will be the tree stand. Undo the bolt and screws here. That's the pad up top. Okay. All right. Bring this over like so. Straight down in the little hole there. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Put the bolt and the washer on. Hopefully with success. Come on now, even up the bolt. There we go. Okay, that baby should be on. Get that snug in a minute. Good, 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 good. Okay, now we're going to put the flywheel on. And there's two bolts that the flywheel has. One bolt, don't know if you'll be able to see it right quick, but one bolt, I know this is a distance, has a little concave to it. Okay. 11:45 a.m. It has a little dome. That's going to go into the channel that is on the end of the flywheel stud, I guess you could say, the piece of metal that's sticking out to put the flywheel on. There's a little concave in it, I guess, a channel, and this dome screw will go into, this bolt will go into that channel. So let's get this up here and put this baby on. Make sure that we're in line. Let's see, right about there should be where it needs to be. Push it on like so. And then what we do is there's a long screwdriver, and I had it right here. Let's see, where is my screwdriver? There it is. Very long screwdriver they provided. There are two little holes right above the nuts, right above these bolts, not nuts, but the bolts. There's two holes right above them, and what you do is you put that down in like so. It's a flathead screw, and you put the bolt on with the, or screw the bolt down, if I can get it lined up right. Alright, where's my, there it is, sideways like so. Goes right there, there we go. Had to find the right spot. I know my hand's in the way, but all we're doing is screwing down that bolt into the channel, and then we'll move over and do the exact same thing with this other bolt. We'll screw it down also into the flywheel base, or the piece of steel that's on there. After I line up my fingers, let's see, where's the, okay, just about like so. Gotta get it just right. This is frustrating when you can't see the little slit down in there and you can't feel it because it's in between that, there we go, alright, in between that little gap. As soon as I get it down in there, it'll screw in, there we go, nice and neat. Okay, snug that one up. Oop, gotta go a little further. There we go. Come on now, get down. There we go. Now that's all good and snug. That's on. Now what we'll do, we'll put the belt on, and I've cheated a little bit. I can't push the belt on the way that COBRA has suggested. So what I did is went down underneath the machine and loosened up the flywheel. The flywheel has one bolt, and there's a channel that you can push the flywheel, the speed reducer up. It's the big pulley underneath, one bolt on the right hand side. You push it up out of that channel, and it will bring it up tall enough, easy enough to put the pulley on. Okay, that goes. And then all you do is go back under and tighten up that belt. That belt has to be very tight, so you'll have to push down on the flywheel, tighten it up with your bolt, and you should be good. Now, the last thing we have that I can think of is the bobbin case, or the bobbin winding apparatus. This bobbin winder, this little pulley right here, this little wheel, whoops, oh, it dropped off the edge. This little wheel goes on the side, or it will lay into the belt, and it will push against the belt. You want it to push about 1/4 of an inch in, and that should be snug, tight enough to do its job. If it's about 1/4 of an inch in, it should be just fine. So there are 2 self-tapped screw holes in the table that COBRA has provided also, or they've put it in there already, so you don't have to guesstimate on it. So we'll just put that screw down in that hole there, tighten her down, get my screwdriver, there we go. I've got the cordless drill bit, but I figure we can do it just as easy this way, because we'll tighten up this other side after we measure up this where the belt needs to go, which is right about there, and loosen that up just a tad. That up like so. It should be just about right about there. And then I'll put the other screw bolt on. Let's see, there it is. It's a 2-screw apparatus. There's no science involved here, just putting screws in the holes and you're good. Then you just have to lightly adjust your setting in here when you put your belt on and you get your belt lined up and correct. Oops, there it is. There's that, there's that. Oh, I was going to tell you too, earlier when I showed you about the light and I told you the plug was already, I put the plug on previous and checked the light and it worked really good. There is a, underneath, well, on the front of the machine you have the arrows for the speed reducer. That is in a little box, and the plug or the switch is in between the drawer, the plastic drawer, and the switch is on the box to turn the machine on and off. Behind all of that, on that box that has the arrows, that has the switch, on the back side of it at the very top edge is where you can plug in your light to it. That way you don't have to use the wall plug, which means every time you turn your machine on, you can have it to where the light comes on automatically, or you can turn the switch off and manually turn it on when you turn the machine on or off. But that's what it's for, and it's really convenient, so you'll have to adjust your wire. I cut mine off, and I put the wire underneath in between the hole. There's some wire in here that goes to the plug wire that goes in the wall. I just wrapped the thin speaker wire, is what I call it, that the light is connected to, and I ran it away from the pulley so it won't get tangled up, and I just cut it off enough to put it on the back of the machine, or where the speed reducer controls are, and it fit as it's supposed to. So that's another item that is really good with leather machine companies servo motors, and I'm sure most of them are the same, but they all fit just like that, where there's a plug, usually a plug in the back, to where you can tighten or plug in your light. Anyway, I will go ahead and let you go for now. I will head out, and next time next video we'll probably begin threading the machine. But from now, we'll talk to you soon.